With all that happened with Kyoto Animation last year, this may be the final project of Euphonium, one of my favorite slice of life anime. And while it doesn't end with resounding success, it's still a nice way to go out.
そして今年の目標は全国大会金賞。去年の悔しさを忘れない。後悔はしたくない。劇場版響けユーフォニアム誓いのフィナーレ。
Euphonium the movie, O's Finale, is a 2019 sequel movie that takes place after the 2 seasons of the Euphonium anime, which was directed by Tatsuya Ishihara and written by Juki Hanada, the two doing the same for the 2 anime seasons.
In the movie, Kumiko and others have entered their second year of high school. She has been put in charge with another student to take care of the new first-year members of the band. These first years have their own individual problems that Kumiko must help them through, all the while dealing with stuff like a possible relationship with Tsukamoto, the band's goal towards nationals, and what she herself will do in the future after graduation.
Years later, I still fucking love Euphonium. I think it has some of the best animation and storytelling that can be found in the slice of life genre. And that is especially true in the previous Liz and the Bluebird film. I love all the characters, and the 2 TV anime seasons were some of my favorite anime for each of the years that it aired. And while I don't love this movie as much as I love those seasons and the Liz and the Bluebird movie, I still did enjoy watching this maybe finale movie.
Because this is the Kyoto Animation project, the animation is the best that anyone's ever seen. While I enjoyed the unique and minimalistic animation style of Liz and the Bluebird more, the regular style of animation is still spectacular. The backgrounds and instruments look realistic, there's a lot great cases of visual storytelling, all the characters, even no-name characters in the background, have cute designs, and the characters are expressive and enjoyable to watch. One of the reasons that I love Kyoto Animation, and miss them very dearly, is the little details they put in things. Little details that other studios might not even bother with, either because of time or money, but Kyoto Animation doesn't give a shit about that. So these small little details help the movie feel more alive and the world more fleshed out. And like how Liz and the Blue Bird had references to Oath's Finale, as both movies take place in the same year, this movie had references to Liz and the Blue Bird. I thought that was a nice touch.
Now, while many of our main and side characters get pushed to the sidelines because of the runtime and our new characters, which I'll talk about more later, they are all still good to see, showing that they have changed over the course of the 2 anime seasons and into this movie.
Reina isn't love-struck with Taki-sensei anymore, Yuko has matured to become a great leader of the band, and Natsuki is steadfast into getting into the band for competition this year.
Thankfully though, the movie knows that this whole anime series' main character is Kumiko, so we get to see her the most and she has the most development.
Since Asuka's departure after the 2nd season, Kumiko has taken more charge in the band and is stressed out about her future. She's also more active in the other band members' lives, wanting to help them out whenever she can. This is a much different Kumiko than the Kumiko we were first introduced to in the 1st season. She's not a lazy and antisocial girl who doesn't want to bother to get into other people's problems anymore. Because through the help of Reina and Asuka, she's matured more. And her final resolution in the final minutes and the after credits scene of this movie feel perfectly fitting, and a nice way to go out for the character. Surprisingly, I actually enjoyed her relationship with Tsukamoto, which I previously thought was boring in the 2 anime seasons. As the months go on, the 2 grow closer in a natural way, and you kind of root for their possible romantic relationship in the future.
And finally, just like in the 2 anime seasons and the Liz and the Bluebird movie, my favorite part of O's Finale was the music, whether it was background music or music performed by our characters.
In terms of background music, we get some old tracks that were nice to hear again, some of which provide us with unique case of audio storytelling. There were also new tracks that fit in nicely and helped to set the mood for each scene. There's something really soothing about seeing a couple of establishing shots of the school and hearing a distant instrument playing.
Man, I'm really gonna miss that.
And once again, the highlight of the entire movie is the band's 10-minute performance at the end of the movie during the competition.
Now, I do like other music-related anime like Kono Oto Tomure and Your Lie in April. Both have great musical performances during competitions, some of which are amazing to listen to. But a problem I have with both is that usually during these musical performances, the whole scene is either interrupted with flashback moments or full of a lot of monologuing. Sometimes these elements can be used to great effect, and other times they are distracting.
But the 10-minute musical performance in O's Finale has no interruptions and no monologuing. We see the entire 10-minute performance from beginning to end, and the story is told throughout the scene through the cinematography and visual storytelling. Plus, it was nice to hear the completed version of the Liz and the Bluebird song.
So, lots of positives to this movie, right? How was it not a resounding success? Well, that's because of one thing. This movie feels like it tries to cram a whole season's worth of content into just an hour and 40-minute movie. And this is mostly due to all the new characters introduced.
The pacing is all over the place. The time span of the movie is about a half a year, and it feels like whiplash when one minute it's a windy spring day and the next the characters are at the pool in their swimsuits on a bright and sunny summer day. The pacing is all over the place, making me really wish that we got a third season instead of this movie.
Speaking of the new characters, I didn't find them interesting at all and thought that they just took time away from already established character. There was not enough of Reina in this movie, goddammit!
The problems that the new characters go through are either entirely shallow or retreads of what's been seen in the previous 2 anime seasons. The only positive thing that they do is help Kumiko mature more. Many plot points and character stuff either get resolved way too quickly, get resolved off screen, or don't get resolved at all. I'm not kidding, I could have really done without all these new first-year characters.
Liz and the Bluebird worked because it only really centered around Nozomi and Mizore, while having some scenes with the side characters. In O's finale, there's just too much going on for an hour and 40-minute movie, again making me wish we could have seen this as a third season instead. Regardless of all that though, I still did enjoy my time watching Sound Euphonium the movie O's finale. Much like with the rest of the series, it featured stellar animation, our engaging and realistic established characters, a great conclusion to Kumiko's character arc, and some of the best music that can be found in anime, especially during that 10-minute musical performance. The movie does suffer with too fast pacing and cramming too much into one movie, but it's still the same slice of life anime series that I adore. I'm going to give Sound Euphonium the movie O's finale a B+. I don't know what the future of the series is due to Kyoto Animation still suffering from the arson attack last summer, but if this movie is the last I ever see of Sound Euphonium, then it's a pretty okay way to go out.